Hi, everyone. Eric Reynolds with your Fox 10 News Now update. A somber night of remembrance at Cooper Riverside Park. Families of dozens of victims taken by violent crime gathering to remember the ones they love. Most victims murdered by violent crimes in Mobile County. Now, this vigil in an effort by Mobile Police and the Mobile County District Attorney's Office to let these families know that they are not alone and that their lost loved ones will not be forgotten. Delana Anderson's family showing up in big numbers. Anderson was shot and killed in a random carjacking attempt in 2016. Her daughter, just 5 at the time, now 10 years old, wanted to talk about her mother, saying that she's glad to get justice for her mom.
I felt happy to know that we finally got justice, even though it took a while, but it feels relieving to know that so many people want to help just a little girl and her family.
Mobile County's Chief Assistant District Attorney Keith Blackwood, Public Safety Director Lawrence Batiste, and Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall, just 3 among the other law enforcement members there to offer support to the victims. The World Health Organization updating guidance on the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. The WHO says that the AstraZeneca vaccine does carry the risk of causing rare blood clot and severe blood clots. Now, the update came after European regulators announced a possible link to blood clotting earlier this month. But the WHO says that the benefits of the vaccine still outweigh the risk. AstraZeneca has now been widely used across the world, including in Britain and the EU. Officials say the chance experiencing blood clots is only about 1 in every 100,000 people. But that led some European countries, though, to limit the use of the vaccine. AstraZeneca's vaccine has not been approved in the U.S., and some officials say that they don't see it being used at this point. With more than half the adult population now vaccinated, now the focus is shifting to young people as new COVID-19 cases rise. Health officials say that about 135 million Americans have gotten at least one of the COVID vaccine doses. Now the focus turns to young people who health experts say are the main drivers of a new spike in cases. And while the vaccine efforts are still ramping up, there are still concerns about supply. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine remains on hold in the U.S. as regulators look into reports of 6 out of about 7 million Americans who receive the vaccine develop those rare blood clots. But overseas, the vaccine is being rolled out quickly after European regulators gave the green light.
It should not have a major impact on the vaccine push. They are relatively easy vaccines to use, and for that reason, they will be used worldwide.
A CDC advisory committee is scheduled to meet today for a vote on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Track report. We've had a couple of nice days in a row, and today we start to see the weather pattern changing. The clouds come rolling in with a vengeance, and our sky ends up going mostly cloudy today, but we will stay generally rain-free. We don't get a rain chance back on the Gulf Coast until we head into this evening, and as we approach tomorrow, that's when showers and thunderstorms become a distinct possibility. We look at the severe weather risk zone for Saturday, and you can see the standard risk, the level 2 out of 5, still remains up for the entire Gulf Coast, and it runs as far north as Birmingham and just to the south of Tupelo. The primary risk from severe weather on Saturday is going to come from gusty winds and possible hail, but there's also going to be an isolated risk of a tornado. There's not an overwhelming threat for that, but you want to make sure you have a way to get warnings if they are issued. Make sure you're staying weather aware in case the forecast track changes, and make sure you are keeping up to date in case any of the risks change, and have a plan B ready to go for any outdoor plans. Weather headlines for today: it's going to be cloudy and it's going to become humid as a warm front moves ashore. Then late tonight we see showers and storms arriving, and as we progress in towards Saturday, that's when the severe storms are going to become possible. Let's time that out with our Fox 10 Futurecast. A cloudy sky today. By tonight we see showers and storms returning, mostly for inland locations. Then we progress in in toward 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can still see storms are more prevalent farther inland. But as we progress toward midday, that's when we'll start to see showers and storms popping up farther to the south. This is not going to be a situation where everybody on the Gulf Coast is going to see rain at the exact same time. This will be a lot different than that. And we will see these showers and storms tracking from west to east. The coverage begins to thin out by the time we get to 4 o'clock. And as we go even farther, you can see that the weather is going to be very pleasant by the time we get to Sunday and Monday, with highs rebounding into the 78 to 80 degree range, mornings in the mid to upper 50s. And as we roll through the beginning part of next week, things will be dry, but another shot for storms will return during the middle portion of next week. We'll talk much more weather throughout the day right here on Fox 10 News Now.